Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to my lecturer and my fellow classmates. I hope you all in a good condition. My name is Muhammad Azim bin Sahimi. I am from ELC590 Group 28. Today, I'll be presenting about the assessment informative speech for subject ELC590. Today, I will be presenting about accidents, the causes and the prevention of accidents. What is the causes and the prevention? Okay, first of all, did you know traffic accidents is one of the most serious health risks? This is because the number of deaths and injuries caused by traffic crashes has been seen statistically. It also has been slowly rising. Have you ever wondered why do these traffic accidents happen in our daily life? It is possible that they have forgotten about the laws of the road. Many tragic accidents happen every day and everywhere, and this situation is very alarming. The rate of accidents keeps on increasing from day to day, not just in the cities, but also in the rural areas. According to the Ministry of Transport Malaysia, the number of road accidents in Malaysia is increased during the last 10 years. These accidents causes many people to losing their families and loved ones. It is very tragic when we get news about the reckless and the inconsiderate drivers. Many people who lost their loved one are in grief for a longer time, and it is very distressing. What causes an accident? There are many causes of car accidents. First, the potholes. Potholes are a bowl-shaped openings in the road that can be up to 10 inches deep and are caused by the wear and tear and the weathering of the roads. They occur when the top layer of the road, the asphalt, has worn away and exposed to the concrete base. Once a pothole forms, it can grow to several feet, with rainwater accelerating the process and creating a trap for vehicles, making one of the top causes of car accidents. Potholes put a huge strain on your car's suspension and shocks, which absorb most of the impact of bumps and potholes. It can cause expensive damage to your car and cause you to make an unexpected appointment with the auto mechanic. They can also cause an impact similar to that of a 35 mph car accidents, if deep enough. While a bumpy road may be a minor nuisance to drivers, a road littered with potholes can cause serious property damage to your car and even result in a car accident. Next is driving under the influence of drugs. This is also known as drug driving. Drug driving is driving a vehicle while impaired to the intoxicating effects of recent drug use. It can make driving a car unsafe, just like driving after drinking alcohol. Drug driving puts the driver, passenger, and others who share the road at a serious risk. Next is rain. Why is rain so dangerous to drive in? Rain actually causes your tires to lose traction. When the road gets wet, the water meets with the dirt on the asphalt, making it harder for your tires to hang on to the road. Simply put, rain makes everything slippery, and puddles that form can lead to hydroplaning. Next is fog. Fog reduces visibility, limits contrast, and distorts perception, and causes many car accidents easier. As these droplets get smaller, fog get thicker and makes for roadways that are even more blanket. As a result, car drivers cannot see very far ahead, and car accidents become an even greater possibility than normal. The last one is animal crossing. The majority of us have driven down a road where an animal is in the middle of crossing, causing us to panic and possibly get into an accident. If your reaction time isn't good, you can cause a serious accident in your car. This makes it a need to always be aware of potential animal crossing, especially in the countryside. The reality is that there is a lot of danger caused by animal crossing while driving. The obvious situation is to have a direct accident with an animal. However, that is not the only potential issue that can arise in the scenario. Next is how to overcome an accident. First, patience. When it comes to defensive driving, obeying traffic rules and using common sense are essential. Traffic rules are in place to help protect you and others while operating a vehicle on the road. Make sure you know the rules and that you apply them to your own driving every day. Next is don't drink and drive. Drinking while driving increases your risk of being in an accident. Perhaps the biggest reason to not drink and drive is that doing so significantly increases your risk of being in an accident, and therefore your risk of causing injury to yourself or to another person. Next, don't speed while driving. Speeding is an extremely dangerous act that you should not do while driving. This is because faster speeds will cause you to lose control of your vehicle and increase the risk of heavy injuries. The faster you drive, the more difficult it is to slow down when there is an emergency. Who is responsible in accidents? For most of the case, the driver of a vehicle who causes a car accident is responsible. If the driver of the vehicle is not the owner of the vehicle, you could have a claim for damages against more than one individual. Don't be angry to the uh, owner who caused the car accident. It will cause you to can easily get out of control. When you are losing control of yourself, you can expect others to follow pretty easily. Also, there is no reward for winning the argument there, especially with rage. It is obvious to lose temper when you meet an accident of not your fault, but instead of arguing and fighting, one should keep the cool. What to do after the accident? First, ensure your safety. You have just been in an accident. The first thing to do is to check for immediate danger. You have been in a heavy crash. Your car might have been in a bad condition. If for any reason you suspect that it is no longer safe to remain in your car, you should get out immediately. But if you feel that you are safe, make sure to check yourself for any physical injuries. Be sure to check your head and neck very thoroughly because whiplash is a very common injury in car accidents. Because of the shock, you might also not notice pain at first, so be sure to check yourself carefully. But if you are injured, you should seek for medical attention before doing anything else. Make sure to obtain a medical report with copies you can use for future claims. And the next is move your vehicle to a safer place. If you are safe and you feel fine, it is time to start dealing with the accidents. If your car vehicle can still move safely, it is advisable to move it to the side of the road or another safe place. This will free out the road for other drivers and allows you to get out of your car safely. However, before doing this, it is advisable to quickly snap a few pictures of the initial collision situation if for your insurance claim. Or the most important one is stay calm and don't panic. It is very important that you can stay calm and don't panic. During car accidents, emotions tend to flare and it is easy to throw accusations back and forth. But that is not the right approach. Think practical. For you to minimize your loss from this accident, you will need as much as evidence and information possible. You are more likely to obtain said information if you have if you behave in a calm and composed manner. The next is take pictures and exchange information. This part is very important, so don't skip. In order to validate a possible insurance claim, you will need evidence that backs up your claims. The other drivers might file a claim that dispute your claim. For example, if you disagree with over who was at fault during the accident. To make your claim stronger, you can take the pictures of the damage to both cars and the situation on the road. Take pictures of anything that might be relevant. Where you are at it, take a Take a picture of the other drivers and his license plate as well, just in case he wants to deny everything. After your photo shoot, it is time to exchange information. If you don't want to settle this in a direct settlement, you are going to need the driver's information for your insurance claim. You will also need the registration number of his vehicle, the make and the model and the color. From the driver, you will need his name, address, IC number, and driving license. And don't forget his telephone number, just in case your insurance company wants to contact him. You may also need the contact information of his insurance company, just in case you want to make a claim against his insurance policy. Lastly, it's smart to reach out to other people who might have witnessed the accident. If their account supports your version of the story, you can record their information and statement as a supporting evidence. For the final step is make a police report. Make sure that you file a police report within 24 hours of the accidents. This is a very important part because the police report is a mandatory part of your insurance claim. Be sure to ask for certified copy as you might need it later during your insurance. That's all from me. Stay safe and thank you.